Welcome back to Sexified, Fallout New Vegas. I'm Rook, this gorgeous girl is Nasty, and we are in the Forbidden Zone Dome. And that, I assume that right over there is Dr. Mobius. And he's running out of floor space for his calculation and imagining imaginary numbers. So we're going to go intervene with his musings and have a little chat, I think. What's your deal, man? I like this dome, though. Hey, you, Dr. Mobius.
Hmm? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
He's seen better days. Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Well, why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well.
Yeah, I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
Hey, I can fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good. Better? Oh, yes, Yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
Okay, well, cool. We, I guess, fixed one of his monitors. Can you tell me about your roboscorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they have survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
This guy is a freak. Okay. Yeah, I was curious about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Wait, sounds like you built the Roboscorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the raisins better than I do.
Everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
You reprogrammed their names as part of recursion loop? What, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
Okay, why did you trap them?
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here, or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
Klein, Mobius, O's a circle, 8's an infinity symbol. They're all loops, I get it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
Okay. All right, I'll just keep going with the checks. Minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
Okay. If you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
There were other visitors, though. Why am I different?
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
Cranial injury from the attack outside Goodsprings.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats.
This guy.
In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave, ever?
Oh, no. I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, Your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Klein said they had the idea to get the 3 technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth.
Right.
My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
What's the purpose of the technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit, why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
But the think tank downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
Was there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
Okay, well, I was curious about some things.
Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, well, do I want to say I'm here to kill him? I don't really want to, but I'm going to. Enough. I'm here to kill you.
Oh, intriguing. I've never been killed before. Although, after that time I got that phlegmy discharge in my biogel, I wished I had been. Well, if there's going to be killing, I defer to your expertise in this matter. How should we begin? Engineering viruses, cancerratic beams, atomics, electrocutioning? Or should I summon my minions? Yes, my minions.
What minions?
Whoa, have they not constructed themselves yet? That's a bit premature of me. The Robo-Scorpions, of course. They can assemble themselves from floor panels and parts scattered about. Quite inventive. Never really know when they might suddenly appear. Minions, destroy this intruder! Or perhaps make it more dramatic. Minions, to me! Oh yes, that's quite a bit better.
Okay, oh wow.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary...
All right, well, that, I think, is gonna
Hey,
do
I
it.
could use a hand over here.
Okay, I'll give you a hand. Let me just switch to this weapon, because it is far more effective. And this. Okay, get out of the way. Get out of the way, Vanessa. More of them.
Take out these assholes. Let's take out these assholes.
Okay, well, we've satisfied his curiosity about what it's like to be dead. Oh, wow, okay. I probably shouldn't stand on him when I explode him, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Let's just loot up the stuff. That's what is flying around here. Good lord. All right, let's just put away the gun. I think we're done with all the Roboscorpions. And wow, what an interesting conversation we had. He's got all these raisins. And okay, let's grab all that stuff. And let's loot up Dr. Mobius. Okay, wow, did he have a whole lot of stuff. Where's all the mentats? Oh, he's got 9 mentats on him. All right, and now he doesn't have anything left on him anymore. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought maybe we'd have an option to keep him alive, but it didn't seem like, you know, I helped him see us better, but it, you know, in the end, it didn't seem like there was any other option. You know, if we're going to complete the questiness of this whole DLC, we would have to do that. And he's pretty mean. He was pretty mean to us. You know, all the threats and Roboscorpions, after all. He kept trying to kill us, and did, actually, a couple times, but let's open this trunk. Dr. Mobius' scrubs. Okay, got those. What's happening? What the hell is happening now? Oh, it's my brain. We got weird sounds going on in here. What is that? All right, before we get the brain, we're going to get all this stuff here. We got pre-order books and all kinds of goodies. Oh, here's another robot over here. A robo-brain. And a fixing things. Well, we can't do anything without robo-brain. Well, it seems to me that it's in here. Wow, okay. Holy moly. All kinds of filing cabinets and boxes and things. Now let's take all this stuff. Yeah, I was actually, as we were talking, and he was telling me about the jet and the mentats and everything, I was thinking maybe we could just cure his addictions, and that might help him out a little bit. And if we repaired him up properly, you know, we might have been able to save him, to salvage him. But in the end, it doesn't seem like that was a deal for us. But, you know, it's like I always say, don't cry over spilled Mobius. See what I did there? Alright. More rooms. Holy moly. A proton axe over there. Cameras, microfusion cells. Yeah, man, if and when I ever get out of this DLC at a big mountain, we're going to be so set with stuff. I'll never have to loot anything again, but what fun would there be in that? Because I love the loots. Good lord, there's so much stuff, though. Alright, girls, well, one more room done, and we got more rooms here. Holy moly. Ah, his mentat stash. And another layer. Those things are great. Those guns. yeah, this whole thing is remarkable. Just the amount of loot. I still can't get over it. I may have mentioned in a previous episode, if I had done this, been able to do this big mountain thing early on in the game, I would have had so much stuff. I would have been so set with stuff. We're not going to grab the brain yet. Let's check the other rooms real quickly here. And scientist scrubs. I've got several suits of those now. Okay. And more rooms. Man, he's got so much stuff. Ah, this is the Mentat stash. This room. Holy moly. Look at all the boxes of Mentat. Look at this. Mentats. Every freaking where he's got.
What are you doing?
I'm gathering up Mentats. Tons and tons and tons of them. Holy cow. I'm never going to need Mentats ever again. Not that I really ever have been using them, but just saying. I have got Mentats forever now. Okay, good grief. There's still more stuff. Alright, I think we're done in this room. Holy moly, how many more rooms are there? Just one more, and then we get our brain. I was kind of hoping we'd actually run into a little resistance here. You know, just being able to run through here and loot everything after this. This is a lot of loot compared to how difficult it was to kill Mobius, which it wasn't at all. It seems incongruous that we should get such massive reward for such little effort. Almost there. Almost there, I think. Okay, a footlocker and a toaster. And drained energy cells. I think that's it, right? Did we get everything? I think we got everything. Alright, girls. You ready to go? You ready to go get my brain? Let's just check down here real quickly. I don't see anything else. Alright, off we go to grab our freaking brain. And there it is. And we're going to grab that brain next time. For now, wow, look how bright. Good grief. Let's get so we can see a little bit of everything here. Our girl and our brain. And it's so bright and shiny. But yeah, so thank you so much. We're going to get the brain next time. For now, thank you for joining us. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please smash that like button. Leave me any comments, tips, tricks, recommendations, or death threats. Subscribe, share, and favorite if you would. And we will talk with all of you again very, very soon.